Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly forecast for July 8th through the 14th. This is going to be a general reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have our mermaid setup continued here this week with another lovely little mermaid deck. We're going to also pull a healing message from a healing oracle from a different deck after we see what's coming up for the week. Alright, Scorpio. See what is coming up for our Scorpio friends. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. Ooh. So cut right to it. Now, you've got the Tower coming up, Scorpio, on your Monday, Tuesday. I know some people freak out when they see the Tower, but I've said this in other readings, and I'm going to say it again today here in this one. Tower doesn't necessarily have to mean it's something negative that's happening. All the Tower card means is that you're going to be going through a very permanent change that's kind of pushing you out of your comfort zone and something where your life is never going to be the same again. That could be something really great. It could be a massive promotion. It could be, buying a house. It could be moving somewhere far away. It could be, a marriage proposal. It could be meeting the love of your life. It could be getting pregnant or giving birth. It could be a lot of different things that can be perceived as positive, which would push us out of our comfort zone and be a permanent change. So it doesn't necessarily mean that something is happening in the beginning of the week that's going to be the end of the world. Now, also, I just want to say all the other signs where I've done a reading before yours for the coming week have started off Monday and Tuesday with a really positive card. So I feel like there's a lot of really positive energy that's coming in Monday, Tuesday, because all the other signs had these really great powerhouse cards coming in. So it would be hard for me to fathom that all the other signs are going to have a wonderful kickoff for the week and Scorpio is going to have some kind of a disaster. Now, I know some of you Scorpios are like, oh no, I believe it because I've had a horrible, 10 years, 12 years. We talked about that. We talked about the cycle with Saturn in the previous videos anyway. So this doesn't have to be something terrible, that's happening here with the Tower Monday, Tuesday. It basically means that something very permanent is changing. Now, even if it were to be something that we perceive as negative, it's something that's clearing way so that positive can come in. So whatever is happening, it's happening for our best and highest good. It's happening to place us directly on the path of that which we're meant to accomplish here in this life. Soul purpose, fulfillment, all of that good stuff. I don't typically pull clarifiers in the weekly readings unless something comes up like this where I know some people might freak out, or unless it finishes kind of weird and up in the air. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a clarifier. In what way may Scorpio be experiencing the Tower card Monday, Tuesday of the coming week? In what way may Scorpio be experiencing the Tower card? Okay, we've got the Hierophant. We've got the Hierophant. So the Hierophant could be Scorpio. Something is happening in the beginning of the week where you are questioning your beliefs or you're coming to some kind of a significant decision in your beliefs. There could be conversion of a religion. There could be making a stand for your beliefs. But Hierophant also has to do, my dears, with commitment, making a commitment. Traditionally, it would be linked to commitment in terms of a marriage. So maybe some of you are receiving a marriage proposal, or maybe some of you are having somebody, kind of propose a very serious relationship with you, not just like a hey Netflix and chill or a friends with benefits type situation. But some of you might be propositioned by someone who maybe you didn't realize they had strong feelings for you, or they saw you in that way. Or some of you may have, Mercury retrograde has a tendency to bring loves back from the past. Some of you might have somebody from the past kind of coming up and professing love for you in some way. So for some of you, it could be a commitment that's being offered in that way. Now, I am hearing a contract. Again, Hierophant is not typically a contract card, but I have a rule. If I hear it, I have to say it. So some of you may be presented with some kind of a contract. It could be also a symbolic contract. Maybe some of you Scorpios who are more on an enlightened path, who are more like the spiritual guru type level status, or like healer or mystic, you might be receiving information through meditation or something that's making you realize what the next stage of your contract is going to be here with your life work or your spiritual work. Okay, spiritual kind of connection. It's going to be different for different ones of you. Some people get upset when I say that, but guys, come on now. Let's be realistic. There are thousands of Scorpios on the planet, hundreds of thousands maybe, and there's thousands on YouTube, hundreds of thousands on YouTube. The last couple of Scorpio videos, I think I got over 10,000 views on the Scorpio videos. So it would be ridiculous to say that for 10,000 Scorpios watching, every single Scorpio is going to experience the card in the same exact way. Be ridiculous to say that. And so that's why I go over the different kind of variations, the different kind of possibilities. But something is happening Monday, Tuesday, Scorpio, where you're having to make a commitment. You're having to commit to something. You might even feel in some way that life is pushing you or forcing you into this commitment, but it's because it's something. This makes me feel that you've been delaying for a long time, or you've been avoiding. And all of a sudden the universe is like, okay, Scorpio, time to decide, or time to commit to this cause, or time to commit to this situation, or time to settle down, or whatever it may be. Okay, different for different ones of you. Your Wednesday, Thursday card for the week, Scorpio, is Nine of Swords. You've got anxiety about this. You've got some fear about it. You're not wanting to make the decision because you're worrying about all the things that could go wrong. And this is what's really important about the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords can seem like a very scary card, but the main message with Nine of Swords is you're worrying and you're freaking out about something that has not happened. You might be losing sleep over it. You may be really anxious about it because you're thinking of all the things that could go wrong. So as you're having to make this commitment and this big decision, you're telling yourself all the reasons, like everything that could possibly happen that's going to go wrong or make everything be terrible. Well, I've said this in the past with Nine of Swords, and I'll say it again. When we have that Nine of Swords energy where we're really freaking about what might happen, what might go wrong, and we're losing sleep over it, or we're being very critical of ourselves, or beating ourselves up, all of these really intense emotions cause us to manifest. Okay, think about it. When you want to manifest something, what's the way to manifest? There's some people that they can manifest super quick, and there's some people they'll do all the vision boarding in the world and it's like they haven't manifested a dang thing. The people who manifest real quick know that the secret to manifesting is to hold a visual in your mind of what it is that you want, and then to feel very strong feelings around it as you're visualizing it, as if this thing is already here. Like the joy, the excitement that you would feel, to feel all those feelings like it's real. You manifest it. Well, guess what? What are we doing when we're worrying? When we worry, we have a vision in our mind, a picture in our mind of what we're afraid of, and then we feel all the fear and all the worry as if it's actually happening, which is the recipe for manifesting. So when you worry, you're pretty much putting a prayer out there to the universe to create into your existence everything that you don't want. And so that needs to be changed, right? That needs to be shifted. If there's things that you're worried about, Do what you can in your power to prepare for those things and to avoid those things. And whatever is not in your power, surrender it, give it to your higher power, give it to God, give it to the universe, give it to your guardian angels, and ask them to take care of it. Do the best that you can on your end as far as what's in your power, and what you don't have power over, surrender. Surrender to your higher power to take care of for you. Because a lot of the things you're worried about might not even happen. And that's the main message with Nine of Swords. You might be worrying about things that might not even actually happen. So don't manifest them into existence. All right? Do what you can to be prepared, and what you have no control over, give to God. That's all you can do with Nine of Swords, because a lot of the things that you're scaring yourself about might not even happen. Okay, my dears? So your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is Eight of Cups. This is kind of like our stalker card. This is coming up for a lot of people. A whole lot of people. So you're not alone in receiving this. And the funny thing is, not only is it coming up for a lot of different cards, it's coming up at the end of the week. So there's definitely something happening with the collective energy. Eight of Cups looks like a sad card, but actually there's happiness with it, and I'm going to explain. Anytime I've seen Eight of Cups come up in any of my readings, it's basically over the years told me that the person I'm reading for has a really big dream, has a really big wish they've been trying to accomplish, and they're going to finally succeed. When Eight of Cups comes up, everything you've been working for, all of your big goals, all of your big dreams, you're going to accomplish them. But what happens once you accomplish them, you're like, wow, I thought I was going to be happier when I heard back from that person and I got that validation that they're in love with me. Or I thought I was going to be happier when somebody got down on one knee and asked me to marry them. Or I thought I was going to be happier when, I got that big job or that big promotion, or paid off my debts, or whatever it was, graduated or got my degree, and I did all that, and now I'm just not feeling any different. That's what Eight of Cups is. It's like these big plans, these big dreams, you're actually succeeding, but then you're just not feeling any different. So with Eight of Cups, there's a quest for connecting with the higher self and with the spiritual self and the spirituality. So this Tower card that's coming in, it's pretty safe to say everything that you've been working for is happening. And that's why you have the Nine of Swords, because you're afraid. Oh my goodness, what if it doesn't last? What if I can't pull this off? What if this goes wrong? Because you have so much good coming in, all of a sudden you're afraid to lose it. But also once it's here, you're like, well, what else? Like, I thought I was going to enjoy it. I thought I was going to be happy. And something similar came up for Taurus and Scorpio. I'm kind of feeling it for you too, where I think some of the anxiety that you're feeling anxiety because you are getting what you want, and some of you are feeling bad about getting what you want, because maybe some of you know that getting what you want is making somebody else unhappy or insecure, or you're feeling bad because getting what you want is going to mean that you're going to be hanging around different people or different places, or having to turn away certain obligations that you've had for a while. And so some of you are feeling guilty to get what you want. Okay, don't feel guilty. Be deserving, be in that deserving energy. But also realize that once you're receiving all these things that you wanted, now is going to be the time to really get connected with your spiritual self and your higher self, because it's very clear from your card, Scorpio, that your negative ego is really wanting to try to come in and get you to sabotage yourself or to push away these big changes that are happening. So end of the week, spirituality is going to be key. We're going to pull a healing card for you. And as always, guys, I remind you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others, or they might just bring in extra little tidbits of information that make this a little bit more, oh gosh, I just got chills. Okay, no, I thought I said something else. Okay, I thought I said something else, but you know what, maybe that's a message too, and I'll cover it. So Sometimes watching the moon, sun, rising sign will make the general readings a little bit more personal, or you may want to book a private reading. If so, you can click on the Calendly link in the description to do that, if those of you who want a private reading. Okay, my dear, so your healing card for the week, you have learning. And the way that it looked at me when I saw it, I read it as leaving, as leaving. And for some of you, maybe you are leaving. Maybe these opportunities are causing you to move away, or they're causing you to quit a job, or they're causing you to have to let go of certain responsibilities that you had. And so you might be feeling guilty or worried about leaving, right? But, you know, the card here says learning. So learning is that some of you are feeling very surprised by the quick changes that are coming in, the opportunity that's coming in, and you're feeling maybe a little bit underprepared. And this is saying that you don't have to feel worried, because if you weren't ready, the opportunities wouldn't be here, you know, point blank, period. And what you don't know, you can learn. Okay, and you're learning lessons right now, and everything that you're going through is a big lesson here on a soul path towards your transformation. We've got those butterflies coming up, signaling transformation. It looks like we've got a little ladybug here perched on this little wheat here, and so the wheat here is like abundance, you know, satisfaction, fulfillment. And the ladybug means patience. Be patient, be patient. Your luck is coming in, your luck is here. Be patient as your abundance grows and comes in, and more satisfaction comes in. Number on the card here is 25, and we talked about big changes. 5 is a number of big changes. 2 is a number of keeping the faith. You know, have faith that these big changes are coming in to benefit you, to sustain you. Okay, so what you don't know, you can learn. And everything that you've experienced up until this point has been a learning experience for you, to prepare you, to make you wiser, to make you ready for the opportunity that's here now. So you don't have to be as afraid. Nobody's expecting you to do everything perfectly, right? These new situations come in to bring us new blessings, and again, to help us to continue to grow and to learn. So this is a part of your life path, your life lesson. There's no need to fear it, my darlings. Again, watch your moon sign and rising sign video for more information, and you may need a private reading. I'm more than happy to help you out with that. If you guys wanted more of a love reading, you're like, well, what about my love life? I do those separately on this channel. You can click on the love reading in the description of the video. It'll take you to a love readings for July. And guys, don't forget, every single day I do a daily message. I pull a card for each day, and I do the pick a card game on Facebook and Instagram every single day. So if you haven't already followed and liked over there on Facebook and Instagram, amethystangellight, go ahead and do so. And then you get the daily messages and the pick a card game every single day in between the videos. But in general, guys, I thank you for receiving. I thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I'm wishing you a fabulous week.